It's afternoon now, friends. How are you? I hope you're doing well. As of this morning, I'm down 22 pounds, 70 pounds from my highest weight. Anyway, Brock's at the doctor. He had a good doctor's report. It's been a fantastic blessing of a day. Been running errands, had to run to my mom's, drop her off some things. So I'm trying to clean house and juggle all kinds of things here. But let's work on dinner. I wanted to stop in. It's been a while. It's been a crazy week again. It's Monday. Time to head back to the work week. But let's make Monday dinner together. So let me show you what I've gotten going on. What are we having for dinner? We're going to have a, I don't know what to call it, like a rib roast. It's a piece of ribeye roast. And I'm going to cut it in half. We're going to cut steaks out of half, and I'll show you that later. I got that from Walmart, so I'm excited to try it. So we're going to have the rib roast, and we're going to have roasted, or not roasted, cauliflower au gratin. Doesn't that sound delicious? I thought that sounded wonderful to pair with the rib roast. So right here I have one head of cauliflower. I've got it on parchment paper. Preheat your oven to 375, and I have a little bit of avocado spray oil on here. You could do olive oil, butter, whatever you want. Okay, let me grab my seasonings. Just basic right now. I'm just gonna do some salt. I'm just gonna do some pepper. And of course, Miss Paprika. All right, here we go. I use so much of this that I haven't even transferred this to a pretty jar. I just leave it in this because it'll be gone for too long. That's it. We'll pop it in the oven. 20 minutes, 375 to roast it. And I'll show you what we're gonna do with it after that. Maybe you're still here. So here's our roasted cauliflower for 20 minutes in that oven. I'm just gonna transfer it now to my baking pan or my casserole dish. There we go. Gorgeous. Now, spread that out. We're gonna get ready to make the delicious part, the cheese sauce. I'm gonna pull you over to the oven, but first I wanna show you this. This is that Angus prime rib roast that I got from Walmart. So it was $11.97 a pound. Really, that's not a bad price if you've priced ribeyes lately. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this in half and I'm gonna roast it. So I'm preheating my oven to 350 degrees and I'm just gonna go from the directions on the back of the package since I've never used this product before. So I'm trying to decide, I think I'm just gonna cut it in half like this. That's gonna make us smaller steaks. It'll be all right. We'll figure out, we're gonna eat it. It's gonna taste delicious. So I'm gonna cut this in half and get this prepared via the directions. It said 350 degrees, put it in a roasting pan. You don't want to put any water or anything in it. You just put it in there with salt and pepper. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to take care of this. I'm going to come back and then we're going to make the cheese sauce for our cauliflower au gratin. So here is our half of our prime rib roast. Going to be plenty for the four of us for dinner. Brock can slice beautiful slices when he gets home. I'm just going to do salt, pepper. Because if you know me, if you have a good piece of meat, which I'm hoping this is, I don't feel like you need anything other than salt and pepper. In my opinion. Come on, grinder. Go. Now the pepper, just kind of getting it all around, all sides. There it is, salt, pepper. I'm anxious to see how this is gonna do. This other half I'm gonna wrap back up, put back in the fridge. Brock's gonna cut steaks out of that and we'll probably have that tomorrow. Okay, so preheating my oven, and while that's preheating, I'm going to wash my hands. I'm going to take you over to the stove, and we're going to make our cheese sauce for our cauliflower gratin. Let's make some cheese sauce for our cauliflower au gratin. So I've got 4 tablespoons of butter here. Now listen, as you know, I don't use flour, so I'm not going to. If you want to use flour, you're going to use 4 tablespoons of flour, mix in with that butter. Since I'm not using flour, I'm going to use some cream cheese, and all I have is some whipped cream cheese. It's a little higher in carbohydrates, but that's all I've got, so that's what I'm going to use as my thickener. Sorry for all the noise. Plus, it's going to be delicious. So I'd say about 4 tablespoons of cream cheese. Now, I have my rib roast in the oven, 350 degrees. I set the timer for 1.5 hours. Listen, y'all, I am so far behind today. I had a bunch of errands to run. Then Brock had errands to run. And then when he got home, we both left together. So we just got back home again, and it is 4:45. I don't typically like to eat and start cooking this late, but if you're not home, you're not home. There's nothing you can do about it. So I'm preparing dinner now, getting this cream cheese melted here. All right, now we're going to add in some heavy cream, and I'm going to add in some garlic. You can totally add onion if you want to. I'm just not going to add any onion tonight. About a teaspoon of garlic. It smells so good. I love the smell of garlic. All right, get that mixed in. I don't want my garlic to burn. All right, we're looking good. All right. I hate when I get home late. I feel very disorganized, discombobulated, but I'll pull it all together. All right, we're going to add I'm going to start with a cup. I'm really not sure how much I'm going to need to cover my cauliflower. Let's start with a cup. That's heavy cream. Let's do 1.5 cups. 1 3/4 cups. Okay, heavy cream. Put the lid on that so I don't spill it everywhere. Let's get that incorporated. Very super simple cheese sauce here. It's gonna be amazing. All right, we're gonna add some salt and pepper. Now remember, I seasoned that cauliflower when I roasted it with all those good seasonings. So I'm just going to do salt and pepper here in the garlic. Feel free to add whatever you want to add. If you want to add some, you know what, onion powder may be good. Let me grab some onion powder. Let's do a squoosh of onion powder. Go. Now all of this is looking really nice. You can see that. Now I'm going to add some cheese. This is cheese that I shredded up this morning. Let me get this out of my way. Come off of that cream cheese. All right. This is just, I think this was Colby or mild cheddar. I don't remember what it was. Okay. There's 1 cup. Well, Krista, I am just a mess today. And 2 cups. And the mess that I made on the counter. All right. Get that incorporated into our cream cheese and our heavy cream. Oh, look at that cheese sauce, friends. Oh, to the wee. This little piggy went home. All right, go. Simple cheese sauce. Listen, this would be a fantastic addition to your Thanksgiving meal. If you don't want cauliflower, you could do broccoli. You could do cauliflower and broccoli. You could do some zucchini. You could do whatever vegetable you would like. Maybe even work with green beans. I don't know. Get crazy. All right. Now, as always, I tell you to try your food. So I'm going to try it. Make sure it doesn't need any salt, more, or anything like that. Perfection. Delicious. All right, I'm going to shut this off the stove. I'm going to pull you back around and we're going to mix the two together. We're going to marry them. All right, there we go. I'll be right back. Let me move you. All right, we're going to mix the two together. It's going to be so good. I think something cheesy like this with the steak is perfect if you're, you know, no longer eat a baked potato or mac and cheese. This kind of gives you that creamy carb filling without the carbs. That back over there. Let's give it a stir. Looks like we have more than enough cheese sauce. It's never a problem, is it? All right. I'm going to bake this at 375 for about 15 to 20 minutes. And then I'm going to take it out and I'm going to add some of those pork pancos to the top. Now, if you don't use that kind of product, add you some regular breadcrumbs. Crumbs, not bread. The panko crumbs is, oh, Krista. Rewind. I'm going to use pork panko crumbs. You can use bread panko crumbs if you're using that. Okay, there we go. Whew. Got that zipped up. All right, so I'm going to put this in 375 and we heat up my toaster oven since I have that rib roast in there. And I'll be back to show you dinner time. I may show you back 15-20 minutes before I put the crumbs on so you can see what it looks like. All right, be right back. Our cauliflower au gratin is out of the oven. About 25 minutes to get it nice and bubbly and hot. So I didn't want my panko to get too done. So now I'm just going to cover it. Go. I'm not even going to add any extra butter to this because it's so creamy and cheesy. I really don't think it needs it. There we go. We're going to add a little, you know, extra fat, a little extra protein with this pork panko. Back to the oven. Now, I want to show you something. Let me throw this in the back. I got it in my toaster oven. Let me throw it in there really quickly. I'm going to show you something. Here is that prime rib roast. I cut down the center of it so I could see. Let me turn it around here. I'm going to let it rest, but I want you to see. Look at that. That is perfect. Now, cook it to your likeness. Maybe you like it a little bit more well done. Maybe you like it rare, medium rare. Cook it however you want. I'm pleased with this. I'm going to be back to slice it after it rests, after those pancos are done on our cauliflower, and we're going to have dinner. Stay tuned, friends. So here it is. Our cauliflower au gratin looks amazing. Here's that standing or that rib roast that I've got, the half. Look at that, friends. Brock's not here, so I'm going to have to slice it. I've got my fillet knife. I know he just sharpened this. It's probably going to be my best bet, and I hope I don't mess this up. So let me cut into this. I am mad at myself because I wanted horseradish and I totally forgot to get it. So, oh, my mouth's watering. Friends, this looks so amazing. Look at Ooh-wee. Now, I talked to my local grocery store where I usually get my ribeyes, and they're having a sale for $9.99. He said I can buy a big hunk as I want. They'll slice it for me any way I want. So I'm super excited about that because we have ribeyes for Christmas dinner. So I would love to get some, get them cut, and have them in the freezer, especially for $9.99 a pound. Come on, there's a big hunk of fat here. That looks good. There you have it. Oh my goodness, my mouth's watering. I gotta quit talking. I'm gonna try all of this. I'm gonna get me a plate. I forgot to get me one, so I just wanna show you this. Oh, friends, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces here. I'm still cutting. I want you to see that beauty. Look at that. Like I said, cook it however long you want it. Probably gonna need a little more pinch of salt. Delicious. What a delicious, I feel so fancy. Dinner, let's get this tried. Let me grab another spoon. This is super hot. Oh, it looks so good. This is gonna give us that mouth feel of like mac and cheese or something, twice baked potato. Something very naughty. Let's give it a try. Delicious. The boys are going to love this. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this dinner. This is a real splurge. This is a real treat. So I'm going to enjoy this. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with me as always. Have a good night, friends. Bye.